Woods, Jim Furyk, Bill Haas, Henrik Stenson, and Billy Horschel took the title and the $10 million prize that goes with the FedEx Cup. Designed by Donald Ross and played by the greatest players in the game. This is Rich Lerner, along with Frank Nobilo in the booth for EA Sports. Let's jump down to the action. Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up? It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. That is a tremendous shot right there. Touch, nerve, had it all. And he has the bottom of the barrel. Now to the first par 3 here at the Tour Championship at East Lake. It is the second hole, 214 yards. And really, to score well at East Lake, players cannot afford to miss the green on the short side of the flagstick, and that's especially true right here. This par 3 plays a bit shorter than the yardage, but it is a must to put the ball on the green. That green slopes dramatically from back to front and from left to right, and is guarded by bunkers on both sides. Birdie here yesterday. This putt again for birdie. Frank, we have said it over and over. Another birdie. Tour Championship continuing here at East Lake Golf Club. This is the third hole. It's a short par 4, 390 yards, but this one requires the players to think. It is a difficult green. Fairway wood off the tee, probably a short iron in, and then the work begins. I knew it right away. Picked up the tee, didn't even look at it. We can see it. It's perfect, right down the middle of the fairway. Oh, no, look out, Frank. I think he flushed that one.
Oh, this is going, gone.
Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
So, Frank, what do you think of the start so far?
Rock solid. Very impressed.
Now to the par 4 fourth. At first glance, you see 440 yards. Some of us might say that's a long par 4, but in today's professional game, that is not long by any stretch, the way they are bombing it down there with that driver.
Well, a hard hole after that tee shot has now become an easy hole.
It's the great equalizer. When you can drive the golf ball, Frank, just like that, boy, it opens up so many avenues, and he'll have plenty to choose from here. Looks good. Chance to make a birdie. Really in control of this hole. Birdie yesterday and another opportunity on the way. Frank going for another birdie here.
Just to get on a real roll.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. You mentioned of the previous hole that 440 is no longer considered a long par 4. You have to push them past 500 for it to be considered long these days. So here we are, 520-yard par 4 at the Tour Championship here at East Lake. And that is a monster hit right there. He carried that more than 350 yards.
This looks like it's going to find the target.
That'll leave him with a good birdie opportunity, only about 10 feet away. That's a good shot. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Come on, don't do that.
Oh, look out.
It's a very makeable putt here. He is currently 5 under for his round. So has the par. Moving on to the next hole in the lead, Frank is very much intact. This is really one of the most scenic holes on tour all year long, and a fitting spot for the season finale, the Tour Championship presented by Coca-Cola. It's the 6th hole. It's over 200 yards, And there's plenty of blue water out there just to keep a player focused on the task at hand. Well, certainly playable from here. Ball is in the first cut. Not too bad. And he's made it onto the green now. And getting ready for the putt. That's a solid par putt. We're at the 7th now.
This is definitely not going down the fairway.
It doesn't look good. I think it's going to be in the deep rough. Frank, better than we thought it was going to be.
Yeah, that looked like it was heading for that thick stuff the whole way, but a little fortunate. But I guess you're allowed that in this game.
This has been a tee to green clinic. Absolutely perfect. Everything coming off the center of the club face and everything in regulation.
I thought they'd at least pick up a shot. Really looked like a sitter on that part.
And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Here's another dogleg to the left at East Lake in the Tour Championship. It's the 405-yard par 4 8th hole, and position is paramount here off the tee. You see those 3 fairway bunkers along the left side. You need to avoid those. You want to be positioned on the right. If you get it down that right side in the fairway, you'll have a good chance to attack the hole location. So that sets up a tougher second shot, missing the fairway with the drive, now in the rough. He'll need to be strong with this. Oh, it looked like he caught a flyer right there, Frank.
Well, I don't know what he caught, but this is way too much.
So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but the short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. See if he does it here.
These are the kind of putts that keep the round going 10 feet away for par. Shouldn't be a problem here. Man,
he just pushed it.
And that hurts. Good chance here. Currently at 5 under par. That's a bogey, but that probably won't hurt. We mentioned at the start of this Tour Championship, East Lake is a par 70, so just 2 par 5s, and here is the first on the golf course. It's the 9th, 600 yards. There's some water in play. Still, though, a good chance for birdie.
Can we get a measure on that one? That's enormous.
And his second shot for the par 5.
Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
Frank had hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
So you wonder what he's thinking on that.
Birdie try up next. This one just requires a little bit of focus. You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. This would give him the par. In for par. FedEx Cup drama continuing here at historic East Lake Golf Club in Atlanta, Georgia. We're getting set for the backside. Rich Lerner and Frank Nobilo for EA Sports calling all the action. And we'll take you down now to the 10th hole. In the fairway here at the 10th, a nice way to start off the back nine. Frank, straight uphill with this approach shot, what do you have to factor in terms of club selection and setup over the ball?
We're going to have to take at least an extra club to make up for that added elevation. And also, it's tougher to get onto that front foot.
He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. Almost. Wow. He'd settle for par here.
Comfortably knocks it in.
Tour Championship presented by Coca-Cola from East Lake Golf Club continuing. We're at the 11th hole. It is the only hole on the golf course under 200 yards. It's a 197-yard par 3. You can see a little bit off balance on the tee, and that one is going to be in the rough. You have to think he'll be happy with that, given that it looked like it was headed right for the rough.
Yeah, it looked like that was the only place it was going to finish. But, well, it's a little bit unexplainable. Let's see what he does from here now. Lucky break.
Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been. Continuing from the Tour Championship at East Lake in Atlanta, Georgia, all the drama of the finale for the FedEx Cup. And this is a chance to make birdie. We're at the downhill par 4 12th. It's only 391 yards. A good, accurate tee shot gives a player a chance to make a 3. Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for 11.
Oh, no, look out, Frank. I think he flushed that one.
Oh, this is gone.
Just averted danger right there. So close.
What is he able to allow?
Really? That's the best you have? Not a gimme, but well within his range. Has his par. Here at East Lake in the Tour Championship, and another good par 4. The 13th is 476 yards, and once again a classic Donald Ross green sloping from back to front. And really, that makes positioning so critical. Need to get the ball in play off the tee here, have a chance to put the ball in the right spot, and then maybe you have a go at 3. Interesting, with the almost space-age advancements in golf equipment, what with new, lighter materials, and with the increased focus on fitness and strength, players are hitting the ball longer than ever. That has forced architects to lengthen the golf courses without sacrificing the integrity or the shot value of the original design. See if you can go one better than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie. Okay, no problem with that one. Old oaks and tall pines make this straightaway par 4 a really tight and demanding driving hole. Longer tee shots could leave a difficult side hill stance along the right side of the fairway. That two-tiered green is bunkered on both sides with the green sloping again from back to front. Players placing their ball below the hole will have chances for birdie. Great strike and great result. Sitting up, good chance to attack the flag. Frank, looking at a downhill approach shot here at the par 4 14th. How important is club selection?
It's vital here, Rich. You've got to adjust for that downhill. Plus, the pitch of the fairway, more than often, the ball is going to be slightly below your feet. So if anything, you want to err on the left side of the flag. Really solid stroke.
There are just 2 par 5s here at the Tour Championship presented by Coca-Cola. This is the second and last of the 5 pars. The 15th, it is only 525 yards. And if you walk away with par here, you will likely have dropped the shot to the field. This is a chance to make birdie or eagle.
Well, with a good shot here, Rich. I tell you, this eagle on the cards. Hole very reachable from where he is.
Don't get many opportunities like this. This is a good place to take advantage. That's one of the more depressing sights in golf. You hit a good one, and then it just sucks back too much spin off the green. Putting all of his talents on display here from the rough, and he knocks it really close. Beautiful shot.
And a putt for par.
And getting ready for the putt. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. And the Tour Championship winding its way to the finish. We're at the 16th hole now, demanding par 4, 481 yards. Inching closer to the finish now at the Tour Championship here at East Lake Golf Club and that FedEx Cup title. It's a 481-yard par 4 at the 16th.
Won't play its full yardage. This one plays considerably downhill. 4 bunkers down the left. You can try and carry them off. The more modest approach is thread it down that right side. Another one that requires a pinpoint second shot, also played downhill.
What a tremendous display of golf this has been.
Certainly throwing an eagle against the field too. We've seen it all. Birdies, eagles, just blitzing the field from start to finish.
The drama is really building right now at the Tour Championship here at East Lake. FedEx Cup title is on the line. Just a couple of holes to play. And Frank, what do you think of this par 4 17th at 455 yards?
With all that's at stake, Rich, this is a perfect par 4. Water all the way down the left, so in other words, if you hit a quick hook, you realize what's going to happen there. 3 bunkers protect the other side. Really, you just have to muscle up and hit a really good tee shot that somehow finishes between the water and those bunkers. Second shot, it's not exactly easy too. You're only going to see the top half of that flag. Green raised a little in the front and well protected by that bunker short.
Just a case of a hole suiting the player's eye. Made the birdie yesterday, and he has a good chance to make another one today. Can't wait to write those on the card. 1 below par. Chalk it up. It's a birdie. Well, what a way for the Tour Championship to finish here at East Lake Golf Club in Atlanta with a par 3. Most unusual. It requires 1 good solid strike, 1 good free-flowing swing under the pressure. All the drama building here at the Tour Championship on this 235-yard par 3 finishing hole. Well, this is how you build a good round, Frank. You just keep hitting greens. Simple, solid, and he'll take it.
But one that you need to make.
And that wraps up the 3rd round. Just 1 more to go before we crown our champion.
Yeah, I'm not saying I'm looking at my crystal ball, Rich, but that champion that we see tomorrow might be the one just sitting at the leaderboard on top of it right now.